Hey, Jeff Nelson of VetSource. You've probably heard the shocking statistic that medical errors are the third leading cause of death in the United States. This study from 2016 found that over 250,000 Americans die each year due to mistakes made by doctors and hospitals. That's 250,000 people killed by the medical system that's supposed to be healing us. But brace yourself, because there's a new study that suggests that the problem of death and injury from medical mistakes may actually be far, far worse than we ever realized. Why do we now know this? Because the previous research looking at medical mistakes has not fully accounted for the staggering toll of diagnostic errors when potentially life-threatening diseases are missed or misdiagnosed by medical providers. So up until now, they've only looked at medical errors like medication errors, surgical errors, prescription errors. In this new analysis published in the journal BMJ Quality and Safety, diagnostic errors may lead to nearly 800,000 Americans dying or suffering permanent disability every single year across healthcare settings. That's right, 800,000 devastated lives annually, dwarfing all of the previous estimates. 15 diseases that our medical system is failing to catch in time because they misdiagnose with catastrophic consequences. This provocative finding begs the question, a disturbing question, could medical errors, which when you include diagnostic mistakes, actually be the leading cause of death in this country and ahead of heart disease and ahead of cancer? The evidence is piling up that the answer is yes. No one wants to imagine that the medical system that we trust to protect us could be actually the source of harm, and so much harm, but that seems to be exactly the case. The new research, led by Dr. David Newman-Toker at Johns Hopkins University School of Medicine, took a rigorous and comprehensive approach to quantifying the devastation caused by diagnostic errors in the U.S. healthcare system. Now, while previous studies have focused more narrowly, as I say, on medical errors like surgical mistakes or medication mix-up, this analysis cast a wider net. We sought to estimate the annual U.S. burden of serious misdiagnosis-related harms, permanent morbidity, mortality, by combining prior results with rigorous estimates of disease incidence. So the results are staggering. The researchers estimated that an estimated 795,000 Americans become permanently disabled or die annually across care settings because dangerous diseases are misdiagnosed. Just 15 diseases account for about half of all serious harms. Now, let's put that in perspective. 795,000 people represents the entire population of a major city like Seattle or Denver, falling every year from misdiagnosis. These are doctor errors. And those are just the most serious cases resulting in death or permanent injury. As the study grimly concludes, it says, the number of affected patients is large, and this makes diagnostic error a pressing public health concern. Maybe most shockingly, when you combine these diagnostic error harms with the 250,000 annual deaths from other medical errors found in prior studies, it suggests that medical errors overall could be the leading cause of death in the United States. Here's the annual death numbers. Cancer, 609,820 deaths. Heart disease, 697,000 deaths. Medical mistakes plus misdiagnosis, 1,045,000 deaths. Holy sh**. The reason the staggering toll of medical errors and diagnostic errors has remained obscured for so long is due to the way mortality data is collected in the United States. The study authors explicitly point this out, this critical flaw. They state the medical coding system was designed to maximize billing for physician services, not to collect national health statistics as it is currently being used. They further explain that national mortality statistics have been tabulated using billing codes, which don't have a built-in way to recognize incidence rates of mortality due to medical care gone wrong. In other words, the current system prioritizes financial considerations over accurately capturing the true causes of death, particularly when medical mistakes are involved. By failing to properly attribute deaths to these lapses in care, we've obscured the urgent need for systemic reforms to address what is basically a silent epidemic of doctors killing people. Not murdering. I'm not saying they're doing it on purpose, but it's happening on a huge scale, and the system is not geared to make it obvious. Now we know, And the study authors are sounding an alarm that it's time to overhaul our mortality reporting system and shine a light on the true scale of this public health crisis. I'm going to put a link to the study in the description below. It's free. You can download it and read it yourself. You can find out what are the 15 most dangerous diseases according to the study. But one thing is now very clear. Diagnostic errors pose a far greater threat to your safety than has been previously acknowledged. They're more dangerous than cancer or heart disease, which is what most people are afraid of. This is why I say you need to be your own guru at the end of the day. Yes, there's a place for doctors and for drugs, but it's not the current place that they occupy if you want to live a long time. Too many people are being killed and harmed. So always take control of your health to the best ability you can, and don't just leave it to someone else, especially to doctors. That's it for this video. Please give it a like, share it, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.